1, 2, 3. Okay, here we are again in the new studio. I'm fucking stoked about it. We're in the new studio.
Yeah, dude, feels good.
It's awesome. Feels great.
Still not totally organized, but we're getting there. And,
no, we're about there.
Yeah.
We're about there. But yeah, welcome to the Indistinct Conversation podcast. My name is Nelson Crawford. I'm here with Xander Cook.
Hey, everybody.
I think it's fair to say that I've gone Hollywood now, because now I'm not even producing my own show.
Just trying to help.
Xander's doing it. He's doing all the work here.
Well, it's our work for trade program we've got going on, where, you know, I'm training as his apprentice, even though I'm like 10 years older than him. And,
You're like
you know,
8. Okay,
yeah,
it's like
so
8.
I round up, you know. Like I'm 33. I just tell people I'm 36.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm just getting used to it.
Like
you know,
you're like 3 years older.
And it's like it's been a
8
bit.
years older. You're fine.
Yeah.
Be alright.
So yeah, you know, one way to learn is just do the shit. So I'm doing the shit, man.
Yeah, Xander's doing the work. So now I can sit here and just watch porn on my laptop while we do the podcast.
Are you hearing yourself in your headphones?
Yeah,
Right.
I hear myself. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear both of us.
All right. The visual. Okay.
What's the visuals looking like?
It looks like yours isn't on, but I guess.
Check.
No,
Hello?
yeah, you're
1,
there.
2.
You're in
Hello?
there. You're in there.
Is my mic on?
Yeah, you're in there. So, what's on your mind, man?
Shit.
No, don't do that. You're fine. It's fine.
No, it's fine. All right.
Cool.
Well, what's on my mind?
Yeah,
Okay. Fuck. Shit, I had something on the way here, but like, oh, okay.
That's why I write it down.
Yeah, no, I don't write anything down. The first thing that popped up was about the video that I made yesterday about a dude who fucked apple pie.
So not the movie though, not from American Pie or whatever.
No, not from American Pie.
Based on a true story.
This is a real guy that fucked a pie. Yeah.
You know, is that art imitating life, or which one is that?
I think it's just a cry for help.
Did he see the movie?
Obviously, he's seen the movie.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this was like an old story you dug up from like back in the day. Or...
No, this is like a 19-year-old kid who
Shit.
was like, "Can you masturbate with an apple pie?" Oh, here's one thing that we never talked about on the podcast. The dog girl. We never talked about the dog girl. The girl who's like making like 6 figures, like
being someone's
dog.
Yeah, I saw some of
seen that?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Holy shit, I love it.
I go on that Reddit cringe section sometimes.
Yep, it's right up there. It is right the fuck up there.
I saw one. It was like a furry convention where there were two dudes on the ground like yipping and barking like dogs, and
oh man,
and their owners with them on leashes, but even the owners had tails and ears, and they're like talking about how you just really let yourself go, just be a puppy.
Oh
and, like,
god,
they're down there being like,
no,
like it's like you have to try so hard to act like a puppy. You don't just act like.
You don't have to.
When I'm just
that.
cutting loose and being myself, I don't go puppy mode. Whatever. I guess that's why these people are like that, because that's how they do want to act.
That's how they get loose, man. That's how they get loose.
If it makes you happy, man.
Yeah, hey, man. Whatever.
I wear weird clothes sometimes. Shit.
Whatever makes people happy. That's really what comes down to it.
I was talking with a friend recently about how I'm really excited for like the masculine sundress to be a thing, because it's just around the corner. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna take part in
I think if I was still like in Atlanta, in East Atlanta Village, I'd probably already be doing it, just because it's a more accepting neighborhood over there.
Yeah, you can't do that out here, man.
Yeah, I already pissed these people off just not wearing Bulldogs hats and shit in public.
Yeah.
So.
See, I remember when like the male rompers were a thing. I really wanted to get one of those. Like, and by the time like I got around to
that was like
it,
one summer.
That was one summer.
Yeah.
That was it. That's why I was so pissed.
Should bring them back, dude.
I mean, like, if I had one, honestly, if I can find one on Amazon, I might buy it.
If this starts blowing up, we're gonna have to start doing photo shoots and stuff like
Dude,
that.
I mean,
like us in the woods in male rompers.
I've been trying to find a pair of overalls for a while.
I was getting ads for a product called Swoveralls that I almost bought 17 times.
What are Swoveralls?
Sweatpants overalls.
Oh, fuck.
And the ad I kept seeing was for like the dark green ones that basically just made you look like Luigi. And I'm like, if I buy these, I'm taking a real plunge because I already have the L hat.
Yeah, exactly.
I got the mustache now.
You're just like, well, I guess I'm just Luigi now.
What if in my 30s I transitioned into an Italian plumber?
Yeah, that's it. That was
Start
it.
coming over here and I'm just working on the pipes with
Yeah,
wrenches.
it's just like, just come down and you're just like, oh, hey.
Hey, Nelson, how you doing?
What's up? How you doing?
I got a spaghetti on the stove over there.
I got spaghetti on the stove.
Get yourself a meatball.
I'm fixing the pipes.
I keep eating these mushrooms and seeing these turtle monsters.
Yo, but how are you? How are you?
I've always loved it. Like, since I was a kid, I've loved the idea that it's just these two guys in Brooklyn who keep eating mushrooms and tripping out while they're trying to do their job as plumbers. You know what I mean?
I think they tried to make that into a show with the Lucas brothers. Like
I saw a short clip online that was something like that. It was like Luigi was shooting up a mushroom in the back alley and all this shit.
Man.
You know, it's
yeah. I mean, that kind of, when you think about it, that's really all it is like two guys that were just like, man. Let's
that guy Bowser, that fucking reptilian, took my girlfriend.
Fucking asshole.
He's on some conspiracy series bullshit. That's Speaking of pipes, how do you silence a pipe?
How do I silence a pipe?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
If you had to make a pipe quieter.
What do you?
Well, so there's this pipe right here, like literally right there. And if anybody in the house ever uses any water, it gets noisy as fuck because that's the line that the water comes from.
Okay, but
and we're in here trying to record shit, and I'm thinking we might have to learn how to silence pipes.
Silence a pipe?
Yeah.
Do you think it would pick up on the mics? Because I don't think it would.
I think it's like just barely. It's like an upper mid-range hiss. It's like.
Have you heard it? Because
all the time.
No, I mean on the show.
Not on the show, but like just when I'm down here, like
you're just like, oh.
I almost want to go like flush a toilet just to like example it on the pod.
How long would that take you to flush?
Just like a couple seconds.
I will go flush
a
toilet.
I have to go piss in one. All right, yeah.
Don't piss. Just run and come back.
Yeah, no, vamp while I do that.
He's going to flush the toilet. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do while Xander's gone, while I'm waiting for him to go flush the toilet, so I can just see if I hear something like a goddamn crazy person. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're all right. I hope you're hanging in there. You know, it's really hot down here in the basement, which is why I'm here in just a fucking tank top, because it's hot. It's hot in the. You flushed it. Did you flush it?
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't hear it.
Sounds like there's one of the pipes over there.
Well,
if you know how to silence a pipe, email us at IndiCon Podcast.
Yeah, if you're not a drugged up Italian plumber, but like a skillful.
No, even if you are a drugged up Italian plumber.
Well, you're right, because that's the type of plumber who's most likely to have some sound design experience because he used to be in a band or something like that.
Man, yeah, back in '65. Yeah, me and Alice Cooper.
Oh God!
I was with Alice Cooper. There were a bunch of chicks. It was hot.
Well, if they were cool in '65, they're probably too old to be working as plumbers now.
No, they were like
Alice
16.
Cooper, I think, is more of an '80s thing.
Have you seen Alice Cooper recently?
No.
The man looks unwell. I mean, he's always looked unwell.
That's kind of the point, right?
He's grown a mustache now.
Oh no. Nobody looks good with a mustache.
It's like you're. He looks like if your grandma grew a mustache.
Yeah, well, hers was luxurious. So, well, it's not like anybody was looking at him back in the day like, oh, he's going to age gracefully.
Oh, no. God.
Feed my Frankenstein.
He's looked old since the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. He looked old and tattered in his prime.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, well,
I mean, no hate on Alice Cooper.
No, I love the music. School's out, bro.
Somebody's an Alice Cooper fan. It's like, fuck this. It's just like
canceled.
Just turns it off immediately. Like, how dare you guys badmouth Alice Cooper? All right,
nah, dude. Much love to Alice Cooper. It's weird that he's a Christian now, or I guess he always has been.
Yeah, he's like Ozzy Osbourne. He's always been like a devout Christian.
Yeah, Slayer has that going on too, and the guy Jerry Only from the Misfits. They talk about like, well, yeah, I had my daughter's confirmation, and it was like. You were doing your daughter's confirmation, and
I'm sorry, what?
Do you slick your devil lock back when you're doing that? Is that how that works?
I mean, it would be really funny to see him in like in like church clothes, like Jerry only in church clothes.
It's a man I've only ever seen playing that insane, like carved up bass.
Exactly.
Yeah, just
Like,
buff and fucking.
He's got his he's got his fucking instead of like forward, it's like a lizard tail just backwards.
He's so gross looking.
I think you can just flip it back and forth like
it's like a transformer. Goth mode, dad mode. Fuck, dude. Cherry only.
Yeah.
How dare you steal the Misfits from Glenn Danzig?
Oh man,
You bastard.
Glenn Danzig. I mean,
Glenn Danzig's my hero.
Okay.
Tiny little guy, super powerful. He's
You
like
ever
the
see
Wolverine of metal.
Except he's not, because he's been like punched unconscious multiple times.
Knocked on his ass for being a dick. For trying to be a rock star to
God
dudes in
damn.
hardcore bands who give no fucks.
I don't know who it was in that video that knocked him the fuck out, but like,
It was like just a dude in a local. It was like a metal festival.
Yeah.
So it was like Danzig was the headliner, but it was going to keep going until the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was the last show of that night, and then when another band was coming up, he got all offended. He's like, "I'm the last fucking band. I'm it." And they're like, "No, dude, we're going on stage."
Yeah,
and
and the
that's,
guy knocked the shit out
little
of him.
tiny Glenn shoves this giant man and says, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" And
Yeah, he goes down like a ton of bricks.
it's as the
Like-
big guy who's had little dudes start fights with me before. Like, you know, you don't
Yeah.
feel good about doing that. It's just like,
No,
dude,
you just-
like sometimes you just have to hammer a punk to get your point
Yeah.
across, man. That's,
Yeah.
This one little jock kid who was
Because
always
we're a
trying to
couple
start
of tough
shits with me.
guys.
No, I'm not even like a tough guy. It's just like, don't fuck with me, man. It's
Yeah.
like, I didn't ask to be born as freakishly huge man, but it's like, if I am, then I'm gonna.
Would
know,
you rather switch heights?
Oh.
You want to be 5'8"?
No.
You think that'd just be
No,
weird?
I would not trade any of my privilege.
It'd be
Trust me.
weirder. It'd be weirder if you were short, Xander.
Yeah, no, I know, I know how it works.
You'd be just another weird white guy if you were
yeah,
short.
I know how the logistics are. Yeah, I'd have nothing to fall back on.
It's like you're tall.
I've got the skinny fat body. I've got too much body
At
hair.
least you're
It's
tall.
like at least I'm tall.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever had.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
like, I
only
know-
reason I do well with
Yeah.
women.
know about 7 other white dudes.
I got
who, if,
no
like, if you were-
personality. I got
If you were 5'8", I'd probably confuse you with a couple other people.
I'd have to practice so much more guitar. You know, I'd have to
You'd
actually
have
be good
double
at
the
video
guitars
games.
around you. They'd circle
No,
the wall.
I'd have half as many guitars because I'd spend all my time practicing instead of just buying them because they look cool on me.
I'd be playing them instead of
Yeah, it'd be-
just putting them up. You're like, oh, those look pretty.
I like that one. That one's a lighter shade of dark green.
You know what? I'm gonna put all of my green ones in a row. I'm gonna put.
I didn't even mean to do that. Shut up.
Well, you got one green one out
And
of
I
place.
hid, and the one that with no strings that's broken is in the corner behind the light.
Ah.
You know, it's like background noise.
Yeah, you don't want to show the low status move. You just be like, look at my cool shit. Look at all my cool shit. Look at my Pulp Fiction poster. Fucking. Oh God.
That's our new role models, guys.
It's a visual treat for anybody who's watching the podcast.
We're here to take over the world, but the power of black and white friendship.
Yeah, because eventually what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our faces on that Pulp Fiction poster.
I think that should just be our thing, man. Just put our faces on all the stuff we do.
Yeah.
We should each be a Spider-Man.
Oh man.
God, how would we even do that?
I mean, you'd be Peter Parker, I'd be Miles Morales.
Okay, yeah,
It's doable.
that's the most obvious
Yeah,
for sure.
obviously.
A few years younger, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That
A
actually.
few. I got a few years.
I
on
was
you.
gonna say I should be Dr. Octavius, but that's just saying too much about myself.
Oh my God! I'm stuck in this horrible body.
All of my problems are somebody else's fault.
Women. Oh God!
It's not my fault. I spent all my life. It's just. It's so funny. It's like the most like the what happens if an autistic person becomes evil.
I mean, I don't even know if I would pull on that thread, to be honest.
Yeah. We won't go any deeper on that.
No, yeah. 'Cause, I
Oh
mean,
man, but yeah. So yeah, we did Spider-Man though, so that's out. That's
yeah,
cool.
Spider-Man's up now. Yeah, if you want to go to the IndiCon Games channel, all the Spider-Man videos are coming up. I think I'm gonna do like 2 of them a week. 2
Damn.
Spider-Man videos going up a week.
Blow them out, man. That's cool.
Yeah, maybe 3. I don't know. It depends. Go
Well,
watch it.
We're
Watch
creating
the videos.
content here. That's
Yeah.
the game. So hell yeah.
God, I need to close this tab. I just have a picture of old ass Alice Cooper.
Yeah,
looking
you'll have nightmares, dude. Be careful. But
Yikes.
yeah, and then we got Mega Man X coming up right after that. We didn't do a lot of commentary on that one. We did that live one.
Yeah, we did a live stream.
That'll probably just be a couple, like maybe one good video, a couple good videos, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even gone through it.
Yeah. That's for later. That's just on my brain because I'm still editing my review video.
Oh
yeah.
too,
so.
How's learning video editing going for you, Xander?
It's one of those things that I thought would be really simple.
Yeah.
And it's nuanced.
You find yourself reaching for drugs constantly.
I keep needing breaks. That's why there's soda and whiskey in my house for the first time in years. It's like I need caffeine and I need harder alcohol. I can't just sit
break
beers.
up the monotony. See, that's what I was telling you before.
Yeah,
it's just like
I totally get it. Especially when you're like, it's like the phase I'm in now is like, oh, I need this footage, I need that footage, I need that footage.
Yeah.
And so I'm like just collecting that shit, which is cool because it's an excuse to like stop editing and play the video game and then stop editing and play the video. I'm like, whew, it's fun. It feels like a job, but it's the job I want, god damn it.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't wear sweatpants every day for a year to not have this job. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, yeah, I hope so. I would really hope so.
But so I think Google's targeted ads are getting too good though, because
dude, I mean, ever since I like bought the fucking invisible aligners things, I've been getting a bunch of fucking ads where it's like, do you want the more expensive one?
Well, the only person I'm talking with Mega Man about is you. And all of my ads have been for collectible figures from Japan.
They found you?
They got me. And see, this is a secret of mine that I don't tell many people, but I'm just going to put it out on the podcast. I used to get, Gundams?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you put them together from parts.
Yeah, I actually got one of those.
Yeah. So I had a bunch of them from Mega Man X when I was a kid, and I still have a few.
It seems like those would be way easier to build.
No, they make them complex, and I got ads for...
How much harder could that be compared... Dude,
well,
do you know
I'm sure a real pro Gundam is crazy, but...
Dude, do you know how many pieces come in those fucking...
Like
those
hundreds.
fucking Gundam models?
And I'm telling you, last night I got ads for Mega Man kits that each piece had like hundreds of pieces, interchangeable faces, all this bullshit.
Dude, building a Gundam...
It was my 3 favorite characters. They'd each be about $30 to import from Japan and build.
Dude, you can just go to Hobby Lobby and get them. They have them there.
I don't think they will.
They do. That's where I got my Gundam figure.
No, they won't have Mega Man.
Yeah,
That's
they
the thing.
will. They will have Mega Man.
I'll check.
They'll have your Mega Mans.
I'll check. But
they have Mega Mans at the Hobby Lobby.
My question: how much money is too much money to spend on Mega Man?
How much money feels like too much money to spend?
None, which is why I need to bounce it off of a third party because I know that my judgment.
I'm the wrong person. Goddamn.
Right. See, we support each other's bad habits. That's why we're a good team.
How much money? There isn't any.
As much as you need, dude.
Yeah, it's like enough for me to get it.
It's like as soon as I I'm like thinking really hard about buying like Mega Man, Proto Man, and Roll, and, the 3 main robots. And then they're like, you might also like, and it's Vile's giant robot and X's giant robot, and then sold separately is the figures that go inside them. And it's
shit!
Before you know it, I'm looking at like $500 of Mega Man merchandise.
It's a good thing you're not a fan of pop figures, or else those fuckers would be.
This is what I've talked about. This is why I'm afraid of sneakers. This is why, you know what I mean? It's like I could just. It's like as soon as like a Scorpion Funko Pop is up here, well, I need Sub-Zero.
Exactly.
And then if I got Sub-Zero,
I need Liu Kang. Oh, I gotta have Jax.
Oh, and what if I had Scorpion and Sub-Zero on one side and then Ryu and Ken on the other?
Oh, what if I put Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage on like both of my speakers? I could put Cassie Cage in front of my monitor.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's exactly where my brain was at last night. I'm like Mega Man here and Proto Man here, and I've got like all these tabs open. I'm just like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Dude, I dated a girl who's super into pop figures. Like,
that's funny.
She started collecting all the Sailor Scouts.
Oh yeah, because it's dangerous because they have one for every fandom.
And like she needed one more, and I was like, if I buy you one, then you have to get Tuxedo Mask. And she's like, I don't want Tuxedo Mask. So I was like, it's the collection, dude.
It's the set.
You put Tuxedo Mask off to the side.
Even if he never did anything in the show, he's crucial.
And then I fucking added to it because I fucking bought her a couple of Lord of the Rings ones. She's also into that, and I fucking found fucking Samwise and fucking.
Yeah,
what's his name?
And they do multiple forms too, like just subtle differences.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking dangerous, man. So,
I have a few, and I'm gonna keep it there because like I almost started buying them. I'm just
that's
like,
kind of I walked myself back from the edge, especially when I woke up this morning and I'm like drinking my coffee and like trying to get my shit together, and I saw all these tabs of goddamn Japanese import toys. I'm just like, this is why I don't do impulse decisions anymore. I wait overnight. Sometimes that means I forget to order something for a few days, but sometimes it means I save myself a few $100 not buying fucking toys. Fucking Jesus.
See, I've fallen victim to the late night spending too many times. I mean, sometimes it's things I need. Like I remember I got super drunk and I bought a new hard drive because like I needed that.
Yeah, it had to happen.
That's
what I mean. That's where the new TV and all that shit was just like, you know what? This is where I'm doing it. I've impulse bought a hoodie for more than that TV costs.
Oh,
so
then there you go.
Fucking stupid.
Shit. That's how it goes. I mean,
man.
What else you got? What do you got for me? Let's roll them out.
I got a few on my plate. I'm trying to keep it light because a lot of it's stuff that's going to make me upset.
Let's talk about Beirut then.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't either.
Nobody knows what it just blew up.
Yeah, nobody knows.
It wasn't like a bomb
happened.
or anything like that. It was just an explosion.
It was like somebody said it was like sodium nitrate or something.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of chemicals they had stored. Just boom.
Fucking exploded.
Yeah,
you've seen the videos, right?
Yeah,
that shit is insanity.
Yeah, I mean, if all
I don't know what
all
happened.
the shit going on and just a city randomly explodes,
right? Like I don't know if it was like a terror thing, if it was like a terrorist thing.
That's like the most successful terrorist in history.
I mean, it freaked me out because the night before I was watching Mission Impossible Fallout, where they were trying to fucking stop these nuclear bombs that were gonna like pollute a water supply and like starve off like 1/3 of the world's population. And like they faked a whole news report about like cities getting like nuclear bombed like in the beginning of the movie to like fuck with this dude.
So it was you almost like predicting like that
was
synchronicity
weird.
where like the thing that's on your mind and then happens in the real world.
I didn't think it was real because they were just like, I was taking a walk in Beirut. You're like, what?
Man. Yeah.
Oh no, Tom Cruise! You didn't get it.
No,
dude. Yeah, no. I actually.
My God. That's crazy, dude.
This last one was probably the first time that I went back and actually watched a Mission Impossible movie.
Really?
Because all I hear about those movies is Tom Cruise wants to do all of his own stunts.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Okay.
Which, in some ways, it's pretty impressive, but in some ways, I'm like, this is taking forever, Tom. Let's go.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like, there's a reason we hire professionals.
Right? Like, there's a part where he was trying to climb into a helicopter. And it took, like, 3 minutes. And I'm just like, Tom, what are you doing?
And they don't do multiple takes? Or is that
it was just
3-minute take is the best take? Like, so how many 7 or 8 minute takes are there?
Yeah, it was just like a 2-minute take of him, like, holding on to a helicopter. It's like, getting his legs up and then just getting around.
It's a crime against history that there aren't just, like, hours and hours of like blooper reel footage made available to the public. You know what I mean?
I'm glad a lot of movies don't take themselves too seriously and they just do that.
I wish every single outtake was saved and then released later. I think it would be so fucking funny to see like every time somebody loses their mind, every time some actress starts crying and has to go to her trailer, or some actor. I don't want to be gendered here. And
And I was like, be careful.
I'm sure lots of fucking male ass divas have freaked out on set. What was his name? Batman did that.
Hey,
one
leave
time.
Christian Bale alone.
Yeah.
That DP was actually fucking up a lot.
We've been here all day. I fucking love that.
It was that guy's fault. Christian Bale was eventually just like, yo, get the fuck out of my light. Been here all fucking day. You're in my light, son.
Yeah.
Scoot.
Yeah, it's one thing if you make a mistake. If you keep making the same mistake, you know.
Yeah, you gotta scooch, man.
Fucking an asshole.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh man.
Yeah,
it's funny. Beirut didn't even make it to my list, and
really,
it was on my mind. Yeah, dude. It's I just learned this weekend.
Yeah.
Apparently, Trump's done more for black people than any president since Abraham Lincoln.
What?
I mean, he said that.
Okay, I was just saying, what in the world are you talking about? This better be a bit.
No,
I don't like where this
you
is
saw
going.
that interview?
No, I don't
with the Australian guy?
I don't watch The Man anymore. I'm fucking
oh my God.
over it.
He says, he says, I've done more for black people than any president except maybe Abraham Lincoln. And the interviewer's like, even more than Lyndon Johnson, who signed the Civil Rights Act? And he's like, absolutely.
Didn't even have to think about it. Like, yeah, no shit. I've done more than that guy. That fucking pussy? LBJ? Oh, LBJ. Fuck him. Yeah, I did more than him. Jeez.
It's absurd. It's the same one where he just like keeps saying that you're not allowed to read the statistics that prove that America is like doing the worst with COVID.
Yeah, it's like if they didn't show the numbers, they wouldn't be as bad.
It's like we do so much testing that we have more cases. It's like, no, you have more cases. And that's
because we do so much testing. That's how we have so many like what?
And we're
what
like
are you
low
saying?
for amount of tests we do too. Like
if we did less tests, we'd have less results.
When China or South Korea started doing testing, they were doing like millions of people in days, and we're not there, not even close.
No,
like we can't get
close.
thousands of people done in days.
So I'm glad fucking grocery stores are like, nah, dude, you can't come in. Like they're like now they're like you just can't come in here.
They finally put the foot down. Yeah,
you're like, nah, dude, ain't having it.
That's important.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. The fact that that's been politicized at all is just so fucking absurd.
Right? Like, it's dumb as fuck. Wearing a face mask is fucking political now.
Yeah. I saw a clip on PragerU talking about, like, well, if masks work, then why can't I go get my nails done? You know, when she's working on your feet, she's, like, in another zip code. It's like...
The fuck? What does that even mean?
And, like, this Dennis Prager is, like, a 90-year-old man. Don't go and get your fucking feet done, maniac.
Who listens to PragerU, like, seriously?
Right-wing idiots.
I was to say, I don't even fucking...
Libertarians.
God, libertarians.
Yeah.
Libertarians can go fuck themselves.
Fucking...
I would say that right now, right on the podcast.
That's just the worst type of person. And especially, like, that's like...
It's like the kind of person that'll fucking vote in for, like... Harambe or something.
Or Gary Johnson, which is even worse. At least Harambe had a good spirit.
Oh, I'm going to vote for the Green Party. God, now this is going to... You know what? I'm not even going to get into this.
Yeah, that's just too much. No more electoral politics for now. We're getting more into that.
Upset people with how wrong I think some of them are. And then they're going to be like, oh, you fucking libtard. Oh, fucking...
Yeah, fine.
Blue no matter who.
Yeah,
right?
You know.
Like, shut up!
Yeah.
Fucking...
I'd rather be a libtard than a Nazi any day of the week.
Like, blue no matter who. Is the other person a Nazi? Then yes.
Then yeah.
Like, fuck.
Damn, dude.
God damn. That's what bothers me because that comes up with Donald Trump and it's like, no, dude, he's a fucking Nazi.
More
fucking blue no matter who.
More of a Nazi than the average Republican.
Yeah, exactly.
Like George W. Bush was also a Nazi, but like he at least kept his Nazi shit overseas.
He had like a Southern charm to him.
And yeah, he was
the guy you wanted to get a beer with.
He was a friendly cowboy Nazi, and he only did Nazi shit in a country that I've never been to.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is just sending troops to cities that are like I want to visit. You know, I have friends who live in Portland. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
Jesus Christ,
it's fucking crazy, man. That's one of my favorite quotes I've heard recently is that real fascism is when imperialism comes home. And it's like we do this all around the world, and now we're doing it here too.
It's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, man. Wow, I didn't want to get that dark on it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's true. I hate that people get so fucking like they want to get on their high horse so bad and be like, oh, fucking, you're gonna vote for Joe Biden. He's just like, and I'm like,
yeah, well, he sucks.
He sucks, but he's not Donald Trump. So I mean,
it's like the line I was using with like Hillary Clinton.
Who else? Who else am I gonna vote for?
Like I hated Hillary Clinton. I hated the idea of Hillary Clinton. You know, it's like she's like the warm can of Diet Coke of people in my mind. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like I would have such a hard time choking that down. But if I had to, if it was that warm can of Diet Coke versus fucking fascist poison. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll drink a Diet Coke that's been in the car all
fucking day
before I drink poison.
Like just something I know is gonna fucking kill me if I do
it's like this is gonna taste bad, but this is gonna kill me.
And when I was saying shit like that, oh, he's not that bad. He's not gonna bring fascism to America. And I'm just sitting here like, well, okay.
Yeah,
dude,
like, all right.
I fucking told you so, man.
Right?
So.
Like, people were like, I remember people thought it would be hyperbole when they were like, no, you vote for this man, it's going to be the end times.
Yeah, and it's like, well,
we're in the end game right now.
Everything's shut down. There's a huge pandemic. It's all his fault, man. And yeah,
like,
Jesus.
fucking, yeah, we're fucking in the bad timeline, dude. Like,
yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude.
Fuck. Oh,
trying to make the best of things, you know?
There was a note that I wanted to bring up. My grandma apparently listens to pretty much everything I do.
Awesome. Shout out to Grandma.
Oh, fuck, dude. I was not expecting it because the first episode of the podcast...
Let's toast to Grandma on that. That's beautiful.
The first episode... the last episode that she heard was Not Another Drunk Podcast.
Awesome.
Which was the drunk episode that almost got lost.
That was top notch.
Because I was fucking sloshed.
We were both like really dedicated to making that podcast that day, but I think we were both stress drinking because of that too.
I was stress drinking because it was my girlfriend's birthday.
That also was happening. Yeah.
And that's
yeah. You were trying to like squeeze in work and fun.
Right?
And we both just ended, and I'm like I'm just a problematic drunk, so I just drink too much anyway.
I didn't expect her to be off that day, but she was.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, fine, we'll get drunk and have a hell of a day. And then she had to go have dinner with her mom, and I'm like, I'm not going to that.
Yeah.
So I just sat at home and kept drinking. It was like, fuck it, I can get a podcast.
I remember, we were like trying to make it happen for a while. We kept having to postpone, and then finally it was like, all right, let's do this. By the time we got to it, we were like,
Jesus, that was...
I mean, you can just listen to it.
Yeah, it was a hell of an episode. Go back and listen to episode 75.
Yeah.
It's... Oh, God. Yeah,
props for saving it, because if we had lost that, it would be a shame.
I lost it.
It'd be a goddamn shame if we didn't have that.
I thought I lost it.
That was some good work we did.
But my grandma texted me, and... let me pull this up.
I can't wait to hear this.
I was like, oh, my God.
Damn, she should be a guest on the show,
No,
man.
she's good.
All right.
It was like I'm listening to... quote unquote conversations number 75. Call me. Yeah, and I put that off for most of the day. I got that at noon and texted back at 4.
Yeah.
It was just like, it's called indistinct conversations, Grandma.
Yeah.
And then today she texted me back, whatever, it's not a conversation fit for a grandma. I needed to take a long bath after listening. But I guess I'm just old. I was hoping for better.
I like the idea that I made your grandma take a bath.
It was the both of us, okay? I think that was one where I talked about fucking a priest.
Yeah. Grandma wasn't ready.
We opened with that on that episode. Oh my God. This is insanity.
Grandma wasn't ready for the fucked a priest story.
She wasn't ready for a bisexual grandson.
Oh, man. We gotta clip that and make a YouTube montage. Nelson fucked a priest.
Oh,
damn,
shit.
dude, that's fucking so funny.
Yeah, dude, like, that's kind of what made me make the video about the guy fucking an apple pie.
Yeah.
I was like,
at least you have sex with people. To the extent that priests are people, you know, they've done their deeds.
Priests, pastors, whatever you call them, they're
weird. All the same.
They're a weird bunch.
Yeah. How about Ellen getting canceled? That's pretty funny.
I thought she just wanted to end her show.
Well, it's because she's getting canceled. It's come out that she is not actually a nice person and is actually known as being an abusive psychopath.
She's not a nice person.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. It's like anybody whose job is to act like that on TV is not cool when the camera turns off.
I definitely had a feeling, like I saw it. There's an opinion I heard where it was just like, oh, people make fun of me for liking pro wrestling, whereas just like, that's on TV, that's not like real.
Yeah.
And then there's the same people that want to be like, Ellen's mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's TV, dumbass.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, how does it feel?
People who think fucking Wendy Williams isn't fucking plastic surgery.
It's like
you know
the
what I
same
mean?
people. Wendy Williams definitely had plastic surgery.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like these people want to unplug and pretend that she's just that naturally
See,
Barbie doll.
I remember when I was young and I thought Wendy Williams was like MILF material. Then I heard her start talking and I was just like, fuck. No.
There's a video
I'm
where
good.
she comes out in some costume and like gets these wide-eyed like 1,000-mile stare and then just passes out.
Oh yeah, the one where she's like at the Empire State Building.
Yeah,
and then just like
that's one of my
it just like goes down.
That's one of my
love that
favorite
video.
videos. I don't know. I shouldn't like that as much.
I don't
as
know
do.
why it's so funny. But
she
it's,
just OD'd on coke or something. Like what
I don't
is
know
that?
what happened. Maybe she took like just
It-
one too many Vicodin in the back. And
But enough about Wendy. There's been a petition to get Eric Andre to host Ellen's show.
that's gonna be like I know people think they want that.
That'll be like when Colbert got the Tonight Show or whatever, right? He's gonna lose everything that made him good.
Exactly. Like the Colbert Report was fucking the best because he literally won television.
Yeah, and he just went out there and was like actually really funny and
Like,
smart
he
in a
went out
sarcastic
as
way.
like a Republican
Yeah.
parody and fucking murdered it
Yeah, and
for
during-
years.
yeah.
And then like he got the Tonight Show and he's like, "Hey, I'm Stephen Colbert. How are you?"
I'm gonna do my best impression of Jimmy Fallon, even though I'm more talented than he is.
I'm Stephen Colbert.
Fucking so bad.
Tonight on the show, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a weird Donald Trump impression that's not good.
So yeah, maybe we'll get rid of. I don't know. I've always hated Ellen, and seeing her go away would be okay, but I would hate to see Eric Andre lose his shit.
Exactly.
Because
Like,
Eric is the man. Like the way.
don't do that to Eric Andre. Like, don't fucking.
He was so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, like,
and the
you
shit
don't
he was
wanna-
doing in 2016 at the Republican convention, where he was like,
I mean,
just
Eric
going up to
Andre.
people and asking them the most absurd questions, and like, oh my god.
I think it's for the same reason. I don't think Eric Andre has a podcast because it's like you don't want Eric Andre to be like on Eric Andre.
You
like,
don't want his
every
daily
day.
opinion. You
No.
want to see his bits
Exactly.
shine.
You want to
Just
see
like,
him come out with the absurdest shit that's like really funny.
Fuck, I always forget
And,
his
like-
real name, but Borat.
Oh, Sacha Baron
Sacha
Cohen?
Baron Cohen. His
Yeah.
newest shit, that shit where he went to the Republican convention.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny. Yeah, I mean, it
that's-
started coming down near the last bit with
Yeah.
what was the blonde guy's name? He had like a blonde character.
Maybe we're talking about something different. It was a few weeks ago when
No,
he.
I'm saying like a while ago, like before he like took a break and then came back with like Talladega Nights. Now I think it might have been after Talladega Nights. Bruno.
yeah,
That shit.
That was pretty funny.
That was Bruno. That was garbage.
Well, it was
dude.
yeah, it was just comedy from that era. It
That
wasn't-
was garbage.
But I'm talking about like a couple weeks ago. He went to it was like a Republican like.
Oh yeah, no, I've
He
seen
did that.
that.
He was the country singer. And he
Yeah.
was talking about like
Yeah.
hanging Obama and all that shit.
Yeah,
and,
and
like,
they were
oh my,
eating that
they,
shit up.
They just go crazy for it, and
Yeah.
oh my god. So, yeah.
I mean,
we need those types of comedians. Those guys are just next level. You know
Who do
what
you
I
think
mean?
should host Ellen though?
I don't think those shows should exist. I hate that type of media.
I mean-
And to me, it's like.
I love Dr. Phil. I love.
it's.
I mean,
I guess it's
fucking-
ironic
you've
for
seen
me.
my phone case, or you've seen
So,
the fucking
I
phone
think- I
thing.
think my thing
love
is-
Dr. Phil.
I think to me, it's just like all my other shit. Where that is true. Yeah, that.
Yeah,
Was,
I remember I showed that to somebody at a party because like I was talking to him and I was like, "You want to see something funny?"
Yeah.
And like I showed him that and they started cracking up. I was like,
It's-
I was like, "Yeah, good." They're just dying laughing. They're like, "What? Why is he like your hero?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, no.
That's
What?
that's
Like-
the trajectory. I get on shittier and grungier talk radio podcasts, and you end up fucking Dr. Phil Part 2,
I
just
mean,
like giving people bullshit advice on TV. And I
mean,
guess, but that's the
she,
thing.
like,
It's like I feel stupid
is-
criticizing
yeah.
that form of media.
I'm gonna go on to be a fucking daily TV host.
But that really is just the slick professional corporate version of podcasting.
You're just gonna go become Joe Rogan.
I won't be that successful.
Gonna be like in suits, like walking downstairs at a set. Hello, today we're gonna look at a brand new recipe from the editor of Essence magazine. Isn't that great, folks?
yeah.
And
oh
hey,
my god,
guys, we got a musical guest today. Oh, who's it gonna be? Oh,
it's just whatever pop act, you know. It's just it's never anything cool or interesting.
we got Foster the People.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
And and guess who they brought? They brought their friends, Imagine Dragons.
I forgot whose chart it was, but it was like the top 10 rock songs of the decade, and the first 5 were Imagine Dragons.
If you'd like tickets to Nelson and you're in the greater Los Angeles area, please call 778-387-6845.
Hell yeah, dude. I really
Just
want
me
that
in
for
a
you.
fucking sweater.
I really want that for you, dude. I fucking...
Oh God, that'd be the worst thing to ever happen to anything. Holy shit!
I like it.
I'll say this now, but fully accept if it does happen.
Yeah.
That's
No.
the road that I go down,
Bro. We've all done shitty jobs for the paycheck. That's fuck.
I get a job on Access Hollywood.
Have you heard what?
Or fucking E.T. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Wow, what superstar birthdays do we have today? Actor
Tom Cruise.
Actor
73
Clint
years old.
Eastwood turns 119 today.
His new cyborg body is working great.
He recently got married to his 8th wife.
God. Hollywood is so fucking wild. I love it, man.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
Oh, okay.
To advertise probably the gaming channel.
Cool.
And we'll
I need
be
to grab a
right
beer.
back.
You need a drink?
We'll be right back after this.
Cool.
We're still
We've
live.
been on.
We've been
We
live
did
the whole
an
time.
hour of podcasting.
We've been live the whole
That
time.
was just us riffing.
I'm very stoked about this game, though.
Yeah, same. Oh, dude, different skins.
Whoa!
Oh, skin locked for the White Ranger. Can't do White Ranger.
Dude from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Magna Defender.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, guys, I am a child again.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, welcome back to the podcast. Well, you didn't really get a break if you're listening to this on Patreon, so...
Part of the luxurious features you get as a member.
Yeah, I mean, following us on Patreon really helps the show, so...
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is it helps us
really,
out.
I would really appreciate that,
Yeah.
like, a lot.
Oh, and extra with the latest news. Since
Yeah,
the
okay,
government
so
is
yeah,
doing
let's-
such a great job.
Let's talk about that. We're recording this in, like,
Well,
the
dude,
first week of August.
They needed their vacation, okay?
Who?
Like, it's the Congress, they've been working
Oh,
hard.
fuck off.
Think about what they've been going through.
Think about Congress.
Didn't you see Nancy Pelosi's 2 freezers?
What?
She has 2 like Sub-Zero brand freezers that cost like $3,000 each, full of ice cream, and she says like it's so hard to keep it stocked with all the brands that her family needs during the pandemic.
Did you see when protesters just shut her up? That shit was like, Nancy,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're
She is a problem.
Yeah.
She's a real problem.
yeah, it's like,
dude.
Nancy, I want to support you, but you've been doing some ignorant ass shit.
It's kind of
the fucking-
it's another Biden Trump type deal where
the
it's like
fucking
is
kente
she
cloth
is
thing is where I was like, Nancy, what are you doing?
What is that?
Nancy,
and then
Nancy!
not doing any actual work, not doing anything real. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
like coming out and being sassy. I was like, I love this sassy Nancy Pelosi, and then you realize like,
I really just wish she had done blackface too. That
Dude,
would have been
oh my
really,
God.
you know, that would have been the fucking funniest thing. Like just big red lipstick on Nancy
oh,
Pelosi,
man.
shoe polish on her forehead,
Jeez.
not even done well, just like smeared on. But it's like as bad as she is, like Mitch McConnell is just
Oh,
evil.
he's the worst.
He's just a sludge
He's an
monster.
evil turtle, man.
You know what he looks like to me?
A
And
snapping turtle?
I actually this thought
He looks
just
like a
crossed my
snapping
mind.
turtle.
He does like physically shape wise looks like a snapping turtle, but the details of his face and the way the skin hangs off of him, it's almost like remember in the first Men in Black that bug monster who
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there is something that has crawled into a human being and became Mitch McConnell.
Ugh.
I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
I think that's just like a leather face skin suit around some type of sludge beast.
The
that-
real body died like 16 years
Oh yeah,
ago.
there's no skeleton, there's no brain. It's
No,
it's some
yeah.
kind of monster in there.
It's literally all crickets under there. Like
on the Senate floor, his mouth opens up. It's like Devora, Mortal Kombat, just bugs everywhere, and,
Yeah,
and they
he's
just
trying
attack
to-
Democrats, and all the Republicans cheer.
That'd be really. Oh fuck, dude. The way the world's going,
It's like the final step of the apocalypse is we find out the Republicans are mostly bug
Hold on,
people.
move your mic cord. It's like bumping your headphone thing.
Sorry.
I was like, what is that bumping noise? I see you. You're like bumping your mic cable. I'm like, Jesus.
My laugh. I'm slowly turning into Goofy, dude. It's happening, man. It's fucking happening. I'm sorry. I'm drunk now, so I'm redlining.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry.
You're fine. That's all right. Just face your mic towards you.
Okay.
I said face it towards you.
I feel like we speak different versions of English sometimes.
Face it
Face it.
means lean it. Like, remote control.
Yeah.
A remote control.
When you look up synonyms, you see face, lean.
Tilt. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I
get it.
watched Schoolhouse Rock.
I
I know how it
I'm
works.
starting to get it now.
But yeah, back into politics because that's what everybody loves about this
Oh,
podcast.
yeah, we didn't even touch on it, man. So Mitch McConnell is a slug person.
We're
and
recording this in the first week of August, and the government stimulus has officially ended. The extra $600 that you guys were getting for this pandemic that we're nowhere close to being out of, that's over now.
They just stopped.
It's stopped.
The deaths per day and the cases per day are going up every day. And they stopped.
Yeah.
So the problem is
They
worse.
gave you the $1,200 check that probably went right back to your fucking landlord.
Most of this money went to landlords and bills and food.
Exactly. Like you had to get groceries, you had to pay your bills.
The people
you
who
had to pay your
needed this
rent.
money did not get to keep this money.
Yeah, no, the extra $600. I mean, see, what I fucking hung on to a good bit of it every week.
And you're in a better situation. You got your family getting your back. And,
Yeah, but at the same time, I saved some of my money, so I'm
Yeah.
not super worried.
Right.
And I'm still getting like $300 a week, so it's still like whatever. I mean, nobody needs to be making almost $1,000 every week.
Why
I mean,
the fuck not,
actually,
though?
some people do. To be fair,
No, why
yeah.
not? If rent is going to be this high and everything
Yeah,
else.
no, I misspoke. I mean, I don't need to be. I don't need to be making $900 a week. I don't need that.
I don't need it,
I don't
but
need
I'll
it.
still take it.
I was like, I'll take it. I
Fuck,
like
man.
it.
And frankly,
But I didn't need that. So it's like the fact that it's over, it's not exactly going to fuck me up, but I know a lot of people are getting put in a real hard place because of that shit.
Shit is just so unbalanced anyway.
It's fucked up, dude.
And it's literally so. What is practically happening here is the people who literally need to get this money.
Yeah.
They're
not going to get it.
Well, they're being forced to go back to get a job.
Exactly, which is fucked up. It's so fucked up.
They're
dude.
not getting as good of a job as the job they had before all this started.
Yeah.
A lot of them are going to work for places like Amazon and Walmart and Kroger, where they've been just making millions of dollars while all this goes on.
Exactly.
And so what the net result of that is people like Jeff Bezos and people like, they become even richer.
Yeah,
And
they just fucking end up making more money.
this whole
because
thing-
they just profit off of the misfortune
It's
of people lower class than them.
a third of
It's
New York,
fucked.
a third of small businesses in New York City are gone forever.
Yeah, there have been a lot of fucking closures.
Dude, New York City is a huge city.
Yeah. I mean, just everywhere there's been a lot of places
If you
closing
extrapolate that and put it all across the whole country, by the time this is
Yeah.
over, we're not going to have much left besides like Amazon.
God damn, dude.
That's scary to think about. And when the richest person in the world is the only place you can get a job, it's going to be really hard to fight for better wages.
Yeah, because
And they're gonna. It's gonna
when
get
you own
even
the town,
worse.
when you own the town, you make the rules.
And when the company owns the store, they can charge you whatever you want.
If
And
they're
you-
the only ones that got
and,
it.
if you
Yeah.
ever read about indentured servitude, this is how they kept slavery going for another fucking century.
Right? There's like, we won't give you a job, but the only job we'll give you means that you have to stay here
We'll give you,
until...
because we own the land and we're hiring you and we own the store, We're
You're
never
gonna have
actually going to give you money. It's
Yeah.
all on credit. You
You're gonna-
owe us money.
You're gonna live in the
Yeah.
store.
You die in debt. Your debt goes to your children. They'll die in debt to us.
Oh, your children are also gonna work for us because
by like 8 years old back then.
yeah, it's like because you can't
And
pay.
it's just a matter of
You
time
can't
before
pay
we're
for
back
them,
there. Yeah.
and so they're gonna have to help you pay for them, and then when you die, they have to pay for you and them,
Yeah.
and then their kids if they have them.
So-
but guess what? We gonna make them have kids because we're fucking your wives, and those are
and
your
this-
kids.
Again, why libertarians are stupid, and they keep saying that we need to have a smaller government so that business can thrive. Businesses
See, I
are
think-
thriving.
I think white libertarians think that like racism ended when the Civil Rights Act passed.
Well, I've said that on the show. Like I
Yeah,
I used to think that it was over.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, like 2008.
As,
I was
as,
like,
as a white boy in the suburbs, I was like, yeah, racism. Yeah, that was like
yeah, no, 2008. I
my
was like,
grandpa had to do.
yeah, I
with
was like, we're
racism.
past this.
Yeah.
We're done. And
And-
then it's like, no, like halfway through Obama, you're like, oh
And but
no.
even though
Here.
we would say that and think that, like some of the funniest jokes on Dave Chappelle were about how black people are treated worse by cops,
well, yeah,
and we would still just laugh about it. It wasn't like something we fought against, you
I mean,
know. And it was like,
the Chappelle show was over by the time Obama got elected.
well, yeah, okay, so but I'm talking, yeah, so what was it, 2003, 4, 5 when he was on the air?
That was
Similar
still
era,
funny.
you know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
kind of I call that the Chappelle era because that's like when that show was on.
Yeah.
Only when he was on the air was when I felt comfortable saying the N-word in public. I was 15 and 16 years old, so come on. And I had black friends who didn't care. They said it was fine because it was like whatever. Because if
Yo,
if society was saying racism is over, Dave Chappelle was saying racism is over and it's fucking funny, and we should just we should move on to the next step of just teasing each other because we're all brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a word that I would use. I would use it for everybody. I would call my girlfriend the N-word. You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't matter. It was just a funny, stupid thing that you would say sometimes.
oh shit, dude.
You know? And so, but it's not
Oh
anymore.
my god.
But not anymore. No, not
I
anymore.
know. It just cracks me up. I mean, it's.
I was that naive, dude. And I was pretty woke, dude. I was like listening to Leftover Crack and like talking about like global capitalism and like, you know, talking about like the Cuban invasion or the missile crisis. I mean, and like the whole thing
my
with Grenada.
God.
Like I would talk about that shit with my friends all the time.
Ooh.
And fucking, yeah, I was still that big of an asshole.
It's just
So.
really funny to imagine a white dude calling his white girlfriend the N-word. Like
My Asian girlfriend.
that's even funnier. That's oh my god, like it's so fucked up. But yes, it's funny.
It's
to think-
2003.
Yeah, it's like if you were doing this 2 years ago.
No, yeah.
Like,
You're not paying attention at that
yeah,
point.
it's like the racism alarm has been rung for a while. But yeah, that Chappelle era. I mean, it was
We had South Park and Dave Chappelle and like Adult Swim, and we were just and
We thought
everything
we
just
were
felt
past
like
that.
everything just felt like it was over. We were all just laughing now.
and then people were just like, no, you're saying the N-word to be funny? Well, I actually don't like black people, so I'm gonna say it. And when I say it,
Well,
I
yeah,
think it's funny
and
because
that's-
I don't like
that
black
was
people.
the
and then it's
racists
just like-
overreacting to Barack Obama.
Yeah, it's like, white people are saying the N-word, so I'm going to say the N-word.
We- like-
I can do it because other white guys said it because white guys got black friends, but I don't like black people,
we
so
were-
I'm just going to say
Yeah,
it.
we were so post-racism that we got our first black president, and then all the racists grabbed their guns and got louder than ever.
Yeah.
And that's how we got Donald Trump. Is that they fucking pushed everything back the other way. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And so, oh, Jesus, it's like fucking basketball. Just running up and down the court, dude.
All right,
Left,
the racists
right,
have
left,
the ball.
right, yeah.
He passed.
The racists have the ball. They've
passed-
killed
he passed it to-
160,000 people by not reacting to this virus.
He passes to Trump. Trump passes to Hitler. Hitler passes to McConnell.
He takes $600 a week from every working class family in America. Just denied.
And Bill O'Reilly with the layup.
Bill's in the...
Man, the Nazis are really on fire this season.
Rush Limbaugh's the coach.
Just see him with like a balled up piece of paper. Just come on, guys. We need to win this game. Can't let Obama win, can we?
The radical left. Destroy this country with cultural Marxism.
And now they want to do it with basketball? We're not having it this season.
Dude.
This is the last dance.
That's how they should, dude. One-on-one game. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, all the marbles, dude. Fuck voting. Fuck voting.
Yo.
If Trump dunks on Biden, I want him to be president. I don't care about it anymore.
Dunking on anybody. It's gonna be oh fuck, dude. I want to see it for just
so
how sad.
So fucking sad.
Just
Can you
two-
imagine the tiny little shorts they'd be wearing?
Two old white dudes trying to play basketball.
Presidential New Balance sneakers.
He's got the red, white, and gold. He's the incumbent president.
No, Trump would have the gold ones, dude. Trump has golden toilets.
That's what I'm saying. He's got.
Oh, and you said incumbent. Sorry.
Yeah, he's got gold. He's got gold Reeboks with like red, white, and blue trim.
Fucking bitch. It's so funny to me.
And you'd be like, damn, those are actually pretty fresh.
So this is a funny thing that I don't think we've talked about much on here, but how are these guys, the current crop of right-wing talkers, are such a bunch of fucking effeminate idiots? Like, I should say, as a caveat, that I'm pretty effeminate myself, but I also believe that women should have, like, abortions if they want them, and I don't shame them for having sex for fun, you know what I mean? Like, that's... Fucking, you get Jordan Peterson, like, well, the chaos is represented by the female, and the order is the male, and it's only by finding balance through the domination of the male over the female that we have peace. And it's like, what the fuck are you saying? You're a tiny little 90-pound man who only eats steak and can't gain weight somehow. Like, fucking... Like he sounds like Kermit the Frog's little nephew, like trying to give a speech on like philosophy, and it's like you get these alt-right guys like, this is the real argument for men's rights, and this is cultural Marxism is indoctrinating our youth with these effeminate people, and it's like, yeah, well, we need some real tough guys to come in and like be macho, buddy. Like, it's just, is your cannon dead? Well, Nelson's got a fucked up cannon, so if you're a dick pill company and you'd like to sponsor us, get in touch.
Are you talking about Republicans?
Well, yeah. Well, Jordan
Does that mean
Peterson.
I can talk about my favorite Republican?
Well, like just between like how I was riffing on Jordan Peterson because that's like low hanging fruit, but even Donald Trump is such a prist. Like, oh, these generals are such handsome guys, and everything's gold, everything's pretty. He doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, and then like tough macho ex-Marines across the country like, yeah, that's my fucking guy, and I don't understand the disconnect there. Who's your favorite Republican? Because that's a funny thing.
You know who my favorite
is.
You know who my favorite Republican
is it our turtle boy?
No.
No?
Oh, you know who my favorite Republican.
Is it our girl Candace?
No.
It's Abby. Yeah. I watched a little bit of her. We're gonna get some sound bites of her. I'm gonna get a whole Abby soundboard so we can fake like she's on the show. Fucking, you know what? It creeps me out because she does literally just look like if Ben Shapiro put a wig on and lost a little weight. You know?
Can we talk about the foot thing? Can we talk about the foot thing?
What's the foot thing with Abby Shapiro? Oh no!
I hope people aren't weirded out by the fact that Abby Shapiro is becoming.
We're gonna write a pop punk
running
love song about Abby Shapiro.
I just might.
Yeah, we have to.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've been writing like the dumbest lyrics about the shit we do. So yeah, Abby's a thing. Yeah. No, Abby, if you're listening, please come on the show.
Abby Shapiro could make me a Republican.
Well, it's like I love the idea of this like girl who sincerely believes in a traditional lifestyle, who just wants to be an old-fashioned 1950s wife and is trying to fix me. Because I'm not. You're not
Bro,
fixing
she
me.
can fix me.
You're not fixing me. But if you want to cook me dinner and make me
Bro,
cake,
please listen. Like, she's a nice girl, bro. Please, she can fix me, bro. Like, I promise, if you just talk to her, dude. Come on,
it's like if
she's really nice.
No.
Don't be weirded out by the black
people
people
saying
thing.
it. It's her saying it. It's her being like, no, please, it's fine. I'll just be your traditional wife, and you'll see that this is the way that people should be. And they're like, yeah, you can bake bread and cakes and shit for me all day, and this will be great, Abby. I'd love that. I love that. I've thought so many times.
But then she'd get like weirded out and like not.
Oh
like,
no, she'd be pissed at me all the time.
She'd leave the house when your black friends come over. It's like, I just don't trust them.
No, I'd be just forcing it down her throat all the time. I love the concept. I've got trans black friends.
Oh
I've got
my
trans
God.
white friends. I've got all kinds of weird people that it's like.
She'd just be like,
and then
looking at
Abby just
everybody
comes in
weird.
being my 1950s style wife. Just like, I made you guys a charcuterie plate. Like,
And she's just like, she like looks at like any trans person in the room and just like scoots it away from them a little bit. And just like walks out of them. Just like walks out.
Yeah,
It's just like,
that's her problem.
you turn yourself all the way
I
down.
just killed myself. Sorry.
Yeah, just leave it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's her problem. I was peeking a little bit. That
Okay.
thing is sensitive as fuck.
Yeah, you got a
man.
real sensitive mic.
God.
You should use a shitty microphone like I do.
That is more punk rock, I
But
guess.
yeah, the feet thing. We
Yeah,
talked about this
it's
the
a
other
feet
day where
story.
she posted like she was like talking about like dressing conservatively and like cooking something, and there's a picture of her in the kitchen in like this dress that's not like showing anything.
Like all the
But-
way down.
Yeah, but it stops at her ankles and she's barefoot.
Ooh.
And the comment section was fucking unhinged. Of just people being like, oh, the sweet feet from Abby.
Right
Oh, Abby,
wingers.
I'd love to suck on those toes.
Right wingers. This is a thing that you'll notice if you've ever watched any footage of Fox News.
Yeah.
They like a long, skinny leg with a lot of like vein and like very little sinew. You know what I mean? And the foot is where all those features really culminate. You know? I'm not personally into that look myself. I like a long leg, but I like it to have some shape to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody in the comments was like, "This is a lesson on why you should crop photos." Like,
Or just put some fucking socks on.
I mean, why
God.
would you wear socks in the kitchen? What if something spills? Then you got a wet sock.
Well, then you should wear shoes in the kitchen.
You wear shoes in the kitchen. I
No-
mean, you wear
non-slip.
fucking work boots around your house, so like I can't. you just,
Hey man, my new sneakers are getting quite broken in. They
you
are
live
nice
in
and
concrete
cozy.
and drink dark beers. Like, I'm surprised we can put this much light up around
I'm
you.
a
without
very
being like,
hardcore man.
I had a bowl of nails for breakfast without any milk.
That's the other side. I barely eat, which makes it even weirder. It's like, I'll eat like a meat patty every 3 days when I need beer from the place next to the Jamaican restaurant.
I absorbed a squirrel for sustenance.
I just eat souls.
You just like just
Oh.
like look outside your window at a squirrel. You're like, "Ah!" You
No,
just fucking steal his soul.
something I ate recently that pissed me off.
Oh shit! I love that when you eat something that's so bad. You're like, the fuck is this?
Well, I was so excited about it too. I put some love into this, dude. I opened the
That's how I
freezer
felt about those
upstairs.
mac and cheese tater tots at Burger King. I thought they were gonna be good. I'm just like,
But no, I cooked this myself. Well, kind of. It was just frozen. I went upstairs.
you didn't cook anything.
My stepmom's like, I just got some of those Bubba burgers, and I don't think anyone's gonna cook them.
boy, yeah.
I'm
those are-
like, all right, I can have a burger maybe later, and I thought about it for like a day or two, and I finally have had a couple beers. I'm like ready to do that whole thing, and I take all these extra steps. We had like nice big thick French bread, and I made garlic bread for my buns, and had it like sizzling on the pan for a long time. I kept like basting it in Worcestershire sauce. Because I knew what to expect.
You're like, this is a frozen patty
There's
burger.
a
It's probably
frozen beef
not-
patty. I need
Yeah.
it just infuse flavors the entire time.
Yeah,
I like
dude.
deglazed the pan with a little bit of Guinness, and then like made a
Ooh.
little sauce, and then put it on the burger, and like just I did my spicy sriracha mayo. I did all this shit
Ooh,
on it.
What's that? The sriracha mayo on these hoes.
It still tasted like nothing. all I could take, it was like a thick piece of garlic toast with something in it.
Yeah, that's
And
why I don't like those Bubba burgers.
It's like you should just get the fucking Impossible Burger,
Yeah,
just if you want a burger, just take the 5 minutes and go to the store. You know,
See,
I
what
guess
I
with
do-
with a lockdown, it's a little riskier, but
What I've been doing, here's the, welcome back to Nelson, where today we're going to be talking about good vegetarian alternative recipes in the kitchen.
that black bean patty.
So yeah, what I do is I'll make a black bean burger, and I like to I make my black bean mixture with about 1 full can of black beans, 1 egg, and some good garlic panko bread.
Picturing the reviews on like Nelson on the Ellen show. Oh my God, it's like I'm watching Steve Harvey and Nelson or an Ellen at the same time.
Now what you do? All right, what you want to do? See what I do? What I do if I want a burger? If I want a burger, see me and the wife, we're
Funny
vegetarian.
thing is, if
now.
it was like almost schizophrenic, where like sometimes you've got your like
It comes back from commercial.
you got like your Ellen voice, and then like you look to the next camera and it's the Steve voice. You know what
That'd
I mean?
be really
Like,
funny.
oh
Go
my
from
God.
go from like Jerry Springer to Steve to like fucking the Steve Harvey show thing to like Ellen. Like so, yeah. Me and the wife are vegetarian now. So what we're doing is, man. All right. So we take these Impossible beef crumbles, Morningstar. They got 'em right in the freezer aisle. Y'all know where that's at. Y'all don't hear me. All right. Come on now. Look to the next camera. So we take the Morningstar beef crumbles, and what we do is we do the same thing that we do with the black bean burgers, where we mix it with 1 egg,
Yeah.
and the breadcrumbs, and we leave that mixture, and we
it's
leave it
just
we
you.
leave it in the freezer. And so my next guest is trying to create vegetarian recipes, and his wife, who is also his cousin, says that she will never eat a vegetarian burger. Let's bring out
this is Springer now. This
let's
is
bring out
Springer.
his cousin
All right.
wife, Candace. I ain't no goddamn fucking no, fuck you, no, fuck y'all.
I always thought Springer had a little bit more of that like Massachusetts kind of like
All right, so the next guy we got
next
coming
guy,
out.
yeah.
I was waiting for you to catch on that I'll like a switch to the Springer thing.
It took me a sec, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why they don't only just taste like nothing, but you can't add flavor. But fuck a frozen beef patty. Don't serve those to anybody. You're an asshole if you do
Holy
that.
shit! I thought about the thing you told me earlier, where it's just like your friends listen to the same podcast as you, and all they have is bits now. Like, you can't talk to
it's
your
like-
friends.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's that was like a call in on a different show, but it's like it's
Yeah.
like fucking.
God damn.
And I've been there before with like cliques of friends where it was like everything we had was an inside joke, and half of them were references to Family Guy.
Jesus
you know what I
Christ.
mean? It's just like you just be like, and then everybody cracks up, and it's just like it's not even that funny anymore.
Yeah, no,
and then you
like-
move to another town, and you realize that nobody laughs at that shit. You have to develop a personality, and that's when you become an alcoholic.
I mean, I'd be bummed out if it was like, because it's fine that it's just between like me and you making these like Abby Shapiro references, but like.
yeah.
Imagine being like in a group of friends and be like, you see the new Abby Shapiro picture?
That's been my problem
Yeah.
for a long time. Like I worked at guitar stores for like 10 years.
Group of dudes
I could
all
probably-
talking about Abby Shapiro.
I could have an hour-long HBO comedy special if the entire crowd was people who also worked at music stores.
You're like, wow, he's killing it. there.
Like they would get all my jokes and crack the fuck
Like,
up.
No Stairway to Heaven, am I right?
Am I right?
Oh!
You know, they say no stairway, but I think it's more like no sweet child of mine. You know what I'm saying?
Shit!
They always play it out of tune and out of time, and then they do AC/DC, but they don't do the groove. They just play the riff. They just go dun da 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 da. It's like terrible, and everyone is laughing their ass off.
That is a great fucking bit. AC/DC.
See, I'm at least good enough that I know the one thing that most people could relate to.
Open mic night at Guitar Center.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Anybody else here ever go cry in the acoustics room? No, just me.
No. Okay.
All right.
I had a customer's girlfriend lose her attitude with me one time and go piss in the acoustic room. That was pretty funny. That's a true
Yeah.
story, actually.
I once gave a guy a cable I knew wouldn't work.
But you know what? Joke's on her, because every night I have to refill the humidifier in the acoustic room. That puddle of piss probably cut my workload in half.
Oh, probably. Definitely. For sure.
Just evaporating piss.
Piss air. Imagine somebody pisses on the floor and they don't clean it, but it all goes into the air.
Well, that's naturally what happens.
Yeah,
the
after a
solids
while.
would eventually, sink into the wood. But,
Ew.
You
got piss wood now. Now you got a piss stain in your fucking mahogany.
That's why you need to drink a lot of water every day.
I mean,
So you can piss wherever you want.
We've talked about my escapades with substances, and
Yeah.
I dude. Some mornings I wake up and I have some cloudy ass piss.
Oh,
dude.
this happens. The first time I had to pass a drug test and I tried those like niacin tablets that are supposed to purify your shit.
Yikes.
And it's like it comes out like orange. That was scary.
That was
I almost jumped away from the toilet. I was
the
scared.
first time I had kidney stones, they were like, yeah, take UTI medication and it'll help, which is a little life hack for you. But what I didn't know was your piss will not only be painful because you're trying to get kidney stones out, but it'll also be orange.
Yeah, it's breaking down the materials and shit. So
be ready for that freak out.
Ooh.
Dude, no,
damn.
I remember after I got my kidney stones out, I was like up late and like super drunk one night, so I just like took like the last 2 pills just because like I wanted my piss to be orange.
I just want to see it one last time.
Right?
I miss my orange piss.
It had been gone, and like the other 2 pills.
Can that be the title of the episode? I miss my orange piss.
I miss my orange. I'll just call it orange piss.
Yeah. Well, it's there's like a rhyme scheme. I miss my orange
piss. Jesus Christ. But yeah, the pills were sitting around for like a week, and I was just like, yeah, this is just a me thing.
It's just for me.
Fucking took them.
This is just so I can have my orange piss.
Yeah, then like 20 minutes later, I had to go take a piss, and I was like,
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, man.
It was so stupid.
Oh man. Fucking. Let's see. What else? So another like funny, not funny news article. How about those cops from Aurora again?
Oh, but can we just get rid of that place?
Yeah, let's just stop Aurora, Colorado. They busted the SUV with the mom and her 4 kids because they thought it was a stolen motorcycle, and like had him in cuffs at gunpoint for a while before they figured it out.
Wait, what?
You didn't read about that either. What
happened?
They pulled this woman over because they said her plates matched a stolen motorcycle.
Was she in a car?
She's in an SUV. Like about as opposite from a motorcycle
yeah,
as you can get.
That's pretty far on the other side of the spectrum.
And it's just this woman. I'm like almost peeking, so I'm trying not to do it.
Nah, dude, you're good. You're like way off.
Whatever. It's this mom and her 4 kids, and the cops like held them with like guns out and like cuffed them for like a couple hours on the side of the road in Colorado,
Jesus.
which it's pretty hot there right now.
It's hot everywhere right now.
Yeah, it's a desert. You know what I mean? It's a dry desert out there.
Colorado's not a desert.
It's mountainous desert. Yeah,
it's mountainous. I would say it's a desert.
I mean, yeah, it gets foresty up in the mountains, but you know what I'm saying. It's dry though. But it just sucks, dude. It just sucks.
Never been. I don't know.
Like, why are these cops so fucked up? Like,
yeah, no, I don't know. I don't fucking like it.
It's just so fucked up. They just completely overreact to everything. I read a story on Reddit about today I fucked up by owning a golden retriever while black.
What?
A guy ordered a Grubhub or something like that.
Yeah.
When he went to pick it up, his dog was in the front yard, like taking a leak or whatever. The car pulls up, so he waves, says this is the place, waves his dog inside so they can do the contactless pickup thing.
Yeah.
She rolls down her window and is like, "Is that your dog?" And he's like, "Yeah, she's a good girl. Her name's blah, blah, blah," starts talking about her. And she, like, doesn't get out of her car. She drops the food off and then, like, pulls a little bit up the street and then just stays there.
The fuck?
And he's like, well, that's fucking weird. And he gets his food and goes inside and eats. And like an hour later, the cops are there. There's 2 cop cars in front of the house. And she had reported a stolen golden retriever.
The fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And apparently he goes out to explain everything, and she comes around the corner. She hadn't left the neighborhood to make sure it happened.
Jesus.
And she's fucking hysterical. She's crying, saying like, "I know that dog's stolen. His kind only have pit bulls."
Oh, boy. Oh man.
How are you,
You
still
know,
doing that?
That pisses me off for the amount of like tiny white girls I see with these fucking giant pit bulls.
Come
They're just like,
on.
no, they're a good dog.
They're good doggies.
Yes.
It's not the dog, it's the owner.
Exactly. And it's like, how the fuck you gonna sit here and try and gentrify pit bulls?
And with everything else going on, with everything else in the world,
so fucked up.
you know, there's a new Karen
Jeez.
story every day, and you're gonna
There
think,
really is a new Karen thing. Like,
and
every
why
fucking
do
day.
they keep doing it? I don't know. That's what I don't get. You know what I mean? It's like fucking. They just oh my god. Because I guess they've just been doing it, and we're now just getting the mood to tell on them because we were just dealing with it for so long. I say we as if they're doing it to me. You know, I haven't been Karened like that. I got man Karened that one time when the dude tried to fight me at the bar for wearing jeans and a t-shirt or whatever that was about.
Man, I do have like this sick fucking fantasy of like some old white dude fucking stepping to me, like just stepping up at a bar, and just me being like, "Well, today is the day.
Today's the day.
Today is the day.
Equality."
Like, I fucking mollywopped some old ass white dude who was just like, who was so on his shit that he's like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
And then fucking wants to like come up to me about something.
I just hope I'm there to see it.
My God.
I just hope I'm there to see it.
Xander, that might be one of the happiest days of my life.
I hope I can be like IndiCon World Star.
I've had something close to it of like a couple different times, like fucking a fight about to happen and me being like, fuck dude, if we're doing this, I got nothing better going on. And like fucking like a couple punches
I've won
get
a lot
thrown.
of fights that way just because I'm the one who doesn't care, and it's obvious that I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
It's
like I've like there have been a couple situations at like either a party or a bar where like somebody will like fucking get in my face and it'll be a thing where it's like, you know, what's happening?
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like you fucking shove somebody and then people are like, whoa. And I'm just like, what? He wanted to fight. So like I'm fucking like
I always let them try to take the first swing. I think that's like the most boss move you can take.
Like a lot of the times, if I know a fight's about to start,
because that's what Glenn did, and he got wrecked.
I'm
you know
gonna
what
straight
I'm
up
saying?
shove somebody.
Sure.
Like, if I'm gonna shove you and then I'm gonna come at you. You know,
Get them off balance and then go get them. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, it cracks me up. Like looking back on like that was one of the things my dad told me about how to fight. You fucking like my dad's like, it's a fight. You got to punch somebody in the nuts. Fucking
now that you say that, one of my favorite videos ever is that Vallely.
Oh
thing
yeah, the
where
Mike Vallely video where he fucks up.
He fights like 5 frat dudes at once.
Yeah, dude. He fucking he takes his shirt off and he shoves
takes his shirt
one.
off. He shoves a guy, punches a guy so hard he just like 360 spins away like Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah, man.
Dude, did you see that video of the 2 African guys having a straight up Tekken fight? What, dude?
Sorry, there's just a naked lady on my timeline.
Hey, I understand. That's cool shit. But no, these guys.
I hope this camera can't see. Okay, it can't see my computer.
You can always blur it or something.
Can
but
it see my computer?
I don't think it can. But no, dude, it literally looks like it's like 2 guys in somewhere in Africa, and it literally looks like a Tekken fight.
Holy
like,
shit!
They're both super sharply dressed. One's like in like jeans and a shirt. The other one's in like a fucking long coat, and like. They talk trash to each other. They taunt each other for a minute. They get in their fighting stances, and they both know what they're fucking doing. And it's incredible. They knock each other on their backs, and they just jump back up and keep going. They keep landing roundhouse kicks and then acting like it didn't matter.
Jeez.
Like, it's fucking out of control, man. And it's like it's fucking 2020. Beirut explodes. Tekken is real. Fucking everything.
Is that the show for the week? Or have we?
I have one more little riff, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know if we were out of time or not.
Well, yeah, I
say out of time like we don't control the time.
Yeah,
we control the time.
We're at a good time, but we can just take it a little further.
All right, I don't want to know. I'm not even producing this episode. I mean, I'm editing this episode.
Well, I just think this is something that I think would be pretty
eventually.
funny. I think we could riff on this for a long time.
All right,
so
what do you got?
I just have a new theory about
what you got?
universal theory about what's going on in the world today.
Shoot.
So I was playing Mortal Kombat last night. You know, they added all those new levels to Mortal Kombat 11.
Like new stages?
Yeah.
Sick.
So there's, you know, there's like the acid pit where you're seeing them like dip prisoners in the acid and they're
Sounds
burning up.
fucking brutal.
And there's like skeletons, you know, burned alive everywhere, and you know, and I realized that you can't really identify these things once the acid burns somebody up. You know,
It's just a skeleton.
It's a great way to get rid of somebody. And you know, it's happening on Shang Tsung's island. You know,
You're talking about getting? Are we about to talk about getting rid of bodies?
well, just let me kind of finish my idea here. Just follow my train of thought here.
I'm trying to look at your notes, but your
So-
handwriting's so bad that I can't tell.
Oh,
from-
my handwriting is designed for my eyes only.
Yeah, like if I was looking at it from your angle, I could tell. But from upside down,
Yeah.
everything looks like either an M or an H or a K.
Yeah, I've been both complimented and criticized for it, and I like it, so I keep it. But anyway,
go on.
so the whole thing is Shang Tsung has been cursed, and he feeds on souls, and he's like thousands of years old. and
Okay.
he keeps his youthfulness by consuming people's souls.
That he does,
Yeah.
as he's one to do.
Yeah, so my theory, he's got to be into human trafficking.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now the podcast, I don't think we talked about
Yeah,
this.
no. So that Mortal Kombat definitely has like a human trafficking subtext going on, where it's like this guy is eating souls in his spare time while he's running this tournament
Yeah.
to try to get his king to invade the nation or the world or whatever.
And it's like, how are they getting all these people? Where are
He
these
like
people
employs
coming from?
Kano, and Kano is like from an international criminal syndicate and all this shit.
Well, okay, hopefully,
So-
yeah. It's,
okay.
I think human trafficking, yes, but indiscriminate human trafficking.
Who is the most evil human trafficker you can think of off the top of your head?
Wayfair.
Okay, that was funny. So Shang Tsung, I mentioned it, but Shang Tsung has a private island where he disposes of bodies.
I'm
and-
glad that was like a smart enough joke
Yeah.
that you were just like,
No, yeah,
That's funny.
That was something that like all my friends made a big deal about for like 3 days, and I was like, really, really.
I mean,
You think millionaires buy children on Wayfair.com?
they might be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean that's silly, but
Is
But
it
so, you know,
though?
Shang Tsung has a private island where he has his temple, and he disposes of these bodies after torturing them and eating their souls.
Yeah.
Who does that sound like to you? That we've talked about a few times on the pod.
God damn it! Fucking.
Doesn't it sound
No,
like a guy
it
who
sounds like Epstein.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh my god.
So my new theory is Epstein did not kill himself. He transformed into one of the guards. And he's just back on the island eating souls as we speak, dude. Waiting for the next tournament every 1,000 years.
Oh shit! I just remembered what the one thing that we do have to bring up.
Jeffrey Epstein is Shang Tsung.
Yes,
They're the same person.
but also Devil's Advocate, because we didn't talk about that movie on the last.
I
one.
forgot to rewatch it.
It's all right. Well, what do you remember about it?
I was like 12 the last time I watched that movie.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we fast forwarded through most of it to look at the titties.
There were a lot of titties.
It's
in
got
that
some
movie.
a lot of sexy shit in it. And I remember being like the goth kid, being like, you know, I would like to see this devil stuff, guys. And they were like, we're just here for tits.
No,
dude.
it's a great movie.
I need to rewatch it,
Yeah,
dude.
before the next episode, you got to rewatch
yeah.
Devil's Advocate.
I always say I'm gonna do it, and then I
I'm
don't.
gonna remind you tonight to watch.
I've been working on all these other things for the
Yeah.
for the show. But yeah, no, that's something
The
I can
Devil's
just do tonight.
Advocate with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves. God, it's like Netflix wanted me to watch that movie so bad. Like, you know how like it'll like do like
I mean,
the
it's
fucking.
a pretty good commentary on like how society is fucked up, isn't it?
It's
like,
pretty much just defense attorneys are bad, and if Satan were real, he'd be a defense attorney. You know,
I
like,
would think he'd be a prosecutor.
Nope.
I mean, I guess the defense attorney has more. Like, if they could decide to fuck somebody over, they could just do that. And then it's-
Pretty much. Like, the movie starts off with Keanu Reeves getting a fucking pedophile off.
That's a weird angle.
Yeah.
Well, that's that Dershowitz shit.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
It really is. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking crazy because like
I saved this meme because I knew I'd want to use it for my Shang Tsung bit.
Like,
Just because the president and Epstein both had dealings at Deutsche Bank that were flagged as possible money laundering, just because the president is listed in Epstein's black book, just because the president's Deutsche Bank banker and Jeffrey Epstein both suicided at about the same time, and just because the family of the judge handling the Epstein Deutsche Bank angle has been targeted, and just because the attorney general used to work at Epstein's law firm, just because he says he can personally confirm that Epstein did indeed kill himself, and just because Epstein claimed he introduced the president to Melania, and just because the Treasury Secretary is listed in court documents as administrator for a company owned by Epstein's trafficking partner Brunel, and just because Bannon was being sent to meet with Epstein just before he was arrested, and just because the impeachment defense was spearheaded by Alan Dershowitz, who by pure coincidence was one of Epstein's closest friends, and just because the labor secretary was coincidentally the guy who let Epstein go in 2008.
this is a long ass meme. What the fuck?
In no way does all of this mean there are
Goddamn
any
Christ.
connections here. Yeah, it's literally just a wall of text.
That's not a meme. That's just a post.
Well, yeah, but
You old man. It's like I saw a meme that was
it was
an essay.
It was a meme because they saved it as a GIF and not as a fucking
Jesus.
post. But you see the like.
You want to know what a meme is?
It's a
meme,
spider web.
A meme is what I've just found is something of. It's a picture of Palpatine and Colin Mockery.
A meme
and
is
they're like,
anything that sticks in your head and that you remember
No,
easily.
a
Dun,
meme.
dun, dun, dun.
A meme is saying
Is a meme.
Palpatine really looks like Colin Mockery from.
But you get
from,
the point of what I'm
from
talking
Whose
about.
Line? Like
All these fucking pedophiles are like so interconnected, and it's all right in our face in public documents.
that's so the Wayfair thing can't be too far off.
I don't think. Well, because they don't need to do that.
But
They
I
they
mean,
call each other on.
they're
fucking,
they're billionaires. There's a lot of things they don't need to do, Xander.
No, but they wouldn't do it on a publicly advertised website that
Well, what if
everybody
they
on
didn't
Facebook
do it on
sees.
purpose?
Dude, it was an accident.
Maybe. It could be.
Wayfair
That's-
hired somebody to sit there and put that shit in their database accidentally.
You mean an inventory manager? I've been one. Slip-ups happen, dude.
Accidentally fill your warehouse with children's names.
Dude, sometimes you get like
It was just on the spreadsheet, dude. I hadn't had my coffee yet.
Yeah, sometimes, it's on the truck and it comes in,
That's
and
just-
by the afternoon you
No,
look at it and you're
no.
like, this is not what
It's
I
all-
ordered.
it's
and you have
all-
to send it back, and like everybody's like, well, why didn't you send it
it's
back
all way
earlier?
creepier than that. It's all someone knows someone, and they
You got
introduce them to
boxes full of
somebody.
kids,
They don't-
It's like,
that's-
why is this box so heavy and lumpy? It's like,
That's a
I didn't
pretty
know there
funny
was a
thing.
child in there.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a thing.
Do you think bears can read?
No,
No?
I wish they could.
Do you think any animal can read?
I think dolphins could
Do
probably.
you think
do it.
dolphins can read?
I think a dolphin could learn to read.
I think dolphins can read.
I don't think they'd be able to understand like a book, but I think if you could train a dolphin to associate a sign with a meaning. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Well, like
dude.
gorillas can do sign language, so they can probably read simple things too. You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah. I'm all about that.
Yeah, Coco,
Yeah.
my girl.
So that was my Joe Rogan portion of this podcast. It's
Just some stupid question.
throw in just
Some stupid DMT ass
Yeah,
fucking
it's just
college freshman first time smoking weed question.
it's just like, hey, so like, we could be doing anything we want to do right now, but the only reason we're not doing it is because there's this part in our brains that we can't unlock. But hey, if you do DMT, it just unlocks that and you're completely uninhibited.
This is the shit.
And then you can decide what kind of person you want to be.
This is why I can't stand
we grow
that
up
show.
and everybody decides who we are, but we don't make enough decisions on our own because there's this part of this brain, there's this part of our brain that we can't access because not enough people are smoking weed and not enough people are eating their own deer that they hunt and not enough people are doing
Not enough people are doing the
DMT.
things that I like to do for fun.
Not enough people are living like me, so they don't understand how to live.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull up that clip.
That literally just sounded like me on mushrooms. Like in college, you know what I mean? On my fucking beanbag chair that I spent
Yeah.
a whole summer on, just like, dude, you ever think that like maybe like god damn it, dude, it's just so many stupid things.
I mean, hey, I think that's part of why we made this room
No.
is to try and turn that whole thing on its
If you're
head.
gonna emulate
Yeah.
somebody successful.
I mean,
but I
yeah.
think that you know, I don't have the fan platform he does. I wasn't on the Man Show. And I
No,
wasn't a
yeah,
fucking commentator or anything like that.
I mean, I would hope that, you know, the longer we do this, the better it goes.
You know, as long as I stay off the fucking DMT, I'm not too worried about it. And
Yeah.
I'll probably dabble.
You ready
Sorry,
to
Ant.
you ready to call in an episode?
Yeah, I got my thing about Shang Tsung out there, so I hope that means that the next Mortal Kombat tournament happens this year, like the real one in real life.
I mean, the way we're going,
just Shao Kahn opens the portal, and
that might have been what that explosion in Beirut
that's
was.
what that was, bro.
I'm so sorry for for making a joke about
Yeah,
that.
condolences to anybody affected by that. That's a serious, tragic thing.
Yeah, pray for Beirut. Do whatever you can to help out.
God,
you know.
pray for the world right now,
Yeah,
though, man.
I mean,
like
but-
we were at 150,000 deaths in this country from this goddamn virus, and just,
Yeah, no. Hopefully things get better sometime soon, and
there-
hopefully this
there's
podcast.
all this shit about like video game companies are all rapists now. and
Well,
just
hopefully this podcast could
fucking-
do a little bit to help you take your mind off.
If
You know
only-
how
you
fucked
know.
how fucked up things are, whether it be for you, whether it be in the world.
Or
to
just laugh about how bad it is.
Yeah,
sometimes.
to just hang out with us and laugh for a little bit, because that's why we do this podcast. But yeah, this has been the Indistinct Conversation podcast. My name's Nelson Crawford. I've been here with Xander Cook. You still awake, Xander?
Yeah. Coke and whiskey, man. There's
Hell
caffeine
yeah.
in this.
It sure is. So yeah, we'll see you next time, or you'll see us next time now that the podcast is on video.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon. That really supports the show.
Please.
Watch our gaming channel, IndiCon Games, the Spider-Man videos. Anyway, we'll see you later, right?
Cheers. Love y'all.
Cheers. I don't know what cameras are still on.
I think that was wrong.
Carpe diem, que sera, sera.
Love you guys.
Peace.